DM, that between the TVET branch and the university branch, we really need to strengthen these, engagements as to how can we, implement what the white paper for post-school education has been, saying in terms of strengthening articulation between these institutions within the post-school sector. Because it's not just TVETs and universities, but it's also CETs, between CETs and TVET colleges. As you know, that the mandate of the cities is no longer about literacy and numeracy skills, but they also have to
Mm,
do some of the skills that are found within the TVETs. But how does a student from a CET then articulate into a TVET college, for instance? So those are
mm.
some of the debates. Sometimes we probably need to, to strengthen between ourselves as the TVET branch and the university branch.
Okay. All right. As I said, have Dr. Lungisi Cela, who's the CEO of NACHI, which is the National Advisory Council on Innovation, and they've done some studies on innovation that's been happening in the TVET colleges, and I think they've got some interesting stuff. CEO, what have you found out in terms of innovation that's taking place in the TVET space? Dr. Cele? Okay. Dr. Cele is probably battling with his laptop. He's connecting his Twitter through his laptop. But maybe let's talk to the principals and starting with Miss Tsibuho Tembi. Yeah, who's been in the sector for quite some time. Also started as a lecturer, and now a principal of a TVET college. Why should we choose to study at your college, Ms. Tsibuho?
Maybe let me start off, DM, by appreciating the invitation and greetings to all the members that have joined this conversation. You are correct, DM. When you were referring to, tremendous changes in the sector during your time when you were still a student, we never even have had student support services, within technical colleges at the time. DM, in response to the question that you just asked, there is why should people choose TVET education? I am of the view, DM, that our programs, you know, they are more responsive and relevant, and they prepare students for the world of work. Um, Most of the programs that we are offering at TVET colleges, they include both the practical skills and the knowledge, compared to other institutions of higher learning where they mainly provide knowledge to students. And some of the things that I am going to talk about, you touched on them, DM, and we are saying that as TVET colleges, our education is opening up doors to three pathways. The first pathway is the one that DDG just spoke about, the one of articulation, that is progression into higher education. And I also need to indicate a DM to say that as Tshwane North, we have a partnership and there is a bilateral with TUT, where most of our students, after completing their national diploma, they are able to progress to TUT to study BTech degrees. And, I can proudly indicate ADM to say that amongst some of the staff members that we've got at Tshwane North TVET College as lecturers, most of them, they are our former students who enrolled or who studied, NATED programs. And some of them currently, as I speak, they hold master's degrees. So that's one of the pathways that we are talking about, ADM. The other pathway is that studying at a TVET college will also open up opportunities for people to open up their own businesses through entrepreneurship development. Most colleges do offer entrepreneurship development, support, and also ensuring that we train the budding entrepreneurs on the requisite skills, and we also incubate some of the budding or for some of the up and coming entrepreneurs or emerging entrepreneurs, when we nurture them and support them through partnerships with industry, and also
Mm.
sorry. Okay, we
Yeah, yeah,
also
yeah. Yeah,
incubate
go
them.
on.
Yes, yes. And currently, as Tshwane North, we have also partnered with the Innovation Hub, where we are also nurturing some of those entrepreneurial skills, and also promoting, supporting some of our students. And then the other thing, in relation to, the pathways that I have spoken about, the last one, it will be that one of direct access to employment. I think that DDG has touched on most of the things that we are talking about, to say that a student that has graduated from a TVET college will stand a better chance of being absorbed in a work environment compared to someone who's got a degree who has never received any form of a work experience, or even having had a work placement opportunities. So for us, DM, we are saying that TVET colleges, they are the best, they are well positioned, and they can open up those three pathways that not all universities can open that kind of a pathway. Thanks, DM.
Good.
I'll give others a
Good.
chance to speak.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Professor Dipilwani. I came to your college, Motao TVET College, and one of the striking things beyond how beautiful your choir sings and how energetic your student community is. I mean, it's quite active. There's sports, there's cultural activities, and all of that. But what struck me the most was, one of the things that you are doing is through the incubation center, you helping students to become to start up their own businesses. I mean, there were students who were in fashion, in hair, in plumbing, electricity, and all of that. And so you giving them that startup opportunity, working together with CEDA and various other government agencies that are responsible for funding. Tell us more about that.
Thank you very much, DM, and let me greet all the participants in this session. Muteo TVET College is one of the 4 TVET colleges in the Free State and amongst the 50 TVET colleges countrywide. As a college, we entered into a partnership with the Department of Small Business Development and the Small Enterprise Development Agency. The main intention was we realized that our students, upon completion, would come back to the college again for a second, third, and fourth qualification. And we became like a revolving door. And it is out of frustration, looking for jobs, not getting, a joy out there. And as an institution, we took a deliberate decision to make sure that we capacitate them to be small business owners, and for them to create jobs as well and generate income from their small businesses. So we are running a Center for Entrepreneurship and Rapid Incubator, which is mostly based focusing on manufacturing. We are offering welding there. Students who have done programs in welding, those that have done clothing production and fashion design, jewelry production, and graphic design. We have now also started focusing on robotics. So the young people there who have graduated from the TVET college can enter into that space, and they are given material by the Department of Small Business Development with CEDA fully funded, for them to come and get equipment, machinery, high-tech equipment, for them to be able to develop, design, and produce beautiful stuff that they can sell to the public, and even the college has put their businesses on the database of our service providers. That opened up a wealth of opportunities for them to be able to create jobs for other young people. Our students in jewelry, they are producing good pieces of jewelry, which some of them I have with me on the platform here. Julian, who is one of our graduates, he was a DAX learner in 2014, I think. Julian is now a very successful jeweler in Johannesburg with so many accolades internationally, who is a TVET college graduate. And we have realized that once they have been trained, they would need business management skills. And that is why we requested for that support. Moteo is located in an area which is not highly industrialized. And our young people who did clothing production and fashion design were not getting exposure to the big industries where they can demonstrate or acquire necessary skills and experience. But what we did, we came up with that Center for Entrepreneurship. And when we need our college choir, for instance, uniform, we approach those SMMEs for them to design and give clothing support to the institution. So there are ample of opportunities, DM, if I have to talk about that Center for Entrepreneurship. Let
Yeah.
me pause there. Thank you.
Okay, maybe let's also speak to Julian and Mukwaledi. Mukwaledi, they say you are DAX. What's DAX? DAX learner during the 2018 graduation, and you studied civil engineering. How old were you when you went to study at TVET College, and what qualifications did you have? Mukwaledi Mpo?
He
Yeah.
is on the platform. If he could be given the speaking rights, is Mpo gift?
Oh,
Yes, Mpo gift. Um,
okay. And Julian has Julian been given speaking rights? He must just request to speak, and then they'll be allowed to. Um,
um,
yeah, but in
okay.
the meantime, Prof. So how old should one be for them to? I mean, for them to can be able to study at a TVET college, and what qualification do they need?
It depends on the type of a program that they would want to study, but from
Mm,
the age of 16, TVET colleges would welcome you. And for those
mm,
that also passed grade 9, to enter into NCV, we
mm,
accept them in different programs. If you're getting into engineering programs, we would look into your maths and science.
mm,
We look into your English, into business studies. If you are going to study finance, as an institution, we emphasize more on the background of accounting for our
mm,
students, because we're also targeting good performance of students. Hospitality, of course, those that did some programs around hospitality, at the high
mm,
school, we would want to give them an opportunity. But within hospitality and tourism, the pass percentages are very high. You need to be above 60, 70%, 80 for us
mm.
to be able to accept you in that space, because it also needs a bit of a background to that effect. Um,
Okay.
Let me pause the DM to allow
Yeah.
Paul and Julian. Thank you.
I think let's start with Julian. I see Julian is there. He's been given speaking rights. Julian, you graduated in 2015, and now you're designing jewelry. So if someone wants to get married here from MySpace, they can order a nice ring from you.
Yes, yes, and locally, yeah, manufactured, hand manufactured, everything. So yeah, just click on my name there.
Okay.
Yes, thank you for the opportunity to speak here. Much appreciated. And as Lokotisi mentioned, I studied at Mateo Civet College in Bloemfontein, jewelry manufacturing and design. Got the Dux Award and then the Principal's Award as well upon graduating.
Star student, you see.
And yeah, since then. Sorry, can
Yeah.
you hear me?
So no, I'm saying I see we have a star student here. Principal's Award, Dux Award. But so what did you what was the actual program that you started before properly pursuing jewelry making? When you went to the college, what did you say you're going to do?
Sorry, the signal was a bit bad there. It broke up a little bit. Yes, so I went to college. Originally, there was a bit of a bridging course, which allowed you to kind of dive into a bit more of the arts. So there were ceramics, there were painting, graphic designs, and jewelry manufacturing was one of the subjects as well. I wasn't entirely sure what I wanted to pursue, but then eventually fell in love with jewelry manufacturing and designs. There was a team of amazing lecturers who not only lectured me, but also mentored me as to just fine tune what I had to do, just to fine tune my skill. So yeah, that's how I fell in love with jewelry through the opportunity given by the lecturers. After that, they helped me to get placement into a jewelry company in Johannesburg, in Kyalami, where they offered a bit of a graduate development program. And yeah, that's how my journey went a bit further and fast tracked into starting my own company.
Okay, so are you so you're running your own company now?
Yes. So just before the whole COVID thing happened, I made the leap, registered my company. Then, unfortunately, with the lockdown, wasn't really able to trade. But then, as soon as I was able to trade again, opened up a workshop up here in Johannesburg and have been working full steam ahead since then.
Good. Okay, and how many people are you employing there? Or is it just a one-man show? Okay, our jeweler seems to be having some challenges with network, but we have Paul. I'll bring you in again, Julian. But we also have Paul, who's also a star student. Paul, what are you doing now? Hello, Paul. Okay, we can't seem to be getting Paul to do the popular phrase "unmute yourself." But I want to just to bring in some more people into the discussion. But I want us to check with the NSFAS. We have the one of the senior managers responsible for TVET, Ms. Pumla Shilenge. What are the if you hear Pumla, what are the package of
hello?
Some things that the
more people into the discussion. But I want to.
Okay.
I want us to
just
check
mute now, Paul.
With the NSFAS, we have
hello.
One of the senior managers responsible for TVET.
Okay. Okay, I want to bring in the manager from the NSFAS, Ms. Pumla Shilenge. If you can just tell us what's the process for one to apply for NSFAS, if they're going to study at a TVET college, and what are the type of, what's the bursary package? What does it involve, and all of that. Pumla? Okay, we seem not to have Pumla here. All right, let's just check with our career development services, our CATA services, and we have from CATA Risuna, who's become our usual guest now. So, Risina, if someone wants to go study at a TVET college, I mean, about some few months ago, actually last year, the Minister of Basic Education made some pronouncement that they are considering introducing an exit certificate at grade 10. And most people were very upset with that because they believed that this is a dumbing down of the on the system, the quality of our education. We can't even get grade 12, and we want to retire them early from school. But both principals are saying if you have grade 9, you can leave school and come to our TVET colleges. What else is needed for one to go study at a TVET college?
Good afternoon to you, Deputy Minister, and to all the listeners. Thank you very much for this opportunity once again. It is very important that when a learner goes to any institution, they think about their interest and also in terms of their skills as to what is it they are really good at. So the main thing is that what is it that they intend to achieve once they've exited high school into a TVET college or any other PSET system to higher institutions. So with that, DM, is that thinking about what a person is good at, looking at the main goal and what is it that they want to achieve. Because all the institutions, the TVET college has got its own objectives that basically helps a student in terms of their skills and qualification, which respond to the realities of the labor market. So when an exit level, when a person has got received grade 9, they can still go to a TVET college and do a national certificate vocational, where they can do level NCV level 2, level 3, and 4. And at the end of NCV level 4, this is equivalent to a person who had achieved a national senior certificate, and they will even be able to progress into other higher institutions, either gaining more knowledge and skills in terms of furthering their studies for lifelong learning into a university. Therefore, every institution, a TVET college has got a crucial role to play, as much as the DTG has explained in terms of the articulation. That is something that could still be an issue, whereby I think that it should be corrected from high school, where learners in grade 8 are given effective career guidance and proper articulation in terms of when one goes to a TVET college, these are the types of this is the career path that is available within the TVET colleges, and these are the career paths available within universities or a university of technology. So it is important that with the skills that they gain at a TVET college, when they're doing the NCV, as I've mentioned, they can still further their studies within the TVET college during the Report 191, which is the nated programs where students can further their studies doing 4, 5, and 6. After completing that, having the practical component for 18 months, and after completing that, having the practical component for 18 months, and then obtaining their diploma at the end of the day. And I mean, students from TVET colleges are highly skilled, and these are the people that we need in South Africa in order to grow our economy. So, Deputy Minister and the listeners, I say that the TVET college, I mean, they are doing a great job in terms of skilling our students and ensuring that we have these people to assist us on a day-to-day things that we need in our country.
Okay. So Chansey, you did some beauty stuff at college. Yeah. What did you do? I think it's at NCV level up to level 4. Chani October.
Hi, sorry.
I said
Good.
Chansey. I was taking my chances. Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah. So basically, I was at College of Cape Town, and I did a NCV course.
In
It
what?
came to in
Administration.
yes, in office administration. It came to the point, obviously, where I failed matric, and I became discouraged though. And
Or
even
you
though there was
failed metric.
yes, I failed matric, and it was a whole discouraged process where you don't want to go back, and also when people look at you and you tend to say you're going to a TVET college, there tends to be that stigma of almost like it's seen inferior compared to universities. But I still believe that TV talks more to the vocational side of things and gives us more like the on-job training that we need. So yes, I approached college. I think it was in 2014. It's a 3-year course that I did. I was like about 24 at that time, and I believe that the TVET sector gave me a boost to my career, because when I ended there, I ended as the top student at College of Cape Town. I also received the CEO award. Um, and it boosted my confidence immensely. And now I'm currently doing my degree in HR management, and it's actually my last semester. And I can just thank the TVET sector for this amazing opportunity that I have been given to study there and to boost me and my confidence. And I'm currently working and studying because I'm working in the publishing industry. And yeah, it's really been good. It's really
Mm.
been good.
Good, good. Um, Sue, Sue also. Well, it's Sue who actually studied beauty therapy, and you now own your own salon.
Hi, good day, Deputy Minister. Good day, everybody. Hi, I got two salons at the current time now. Yes, all thanks to TVET.
Okay. So what did you study?
I studied hairdressing and I studied beauty as well. Like all the other speakers, I received, I think, 6 certificates for being the most outstanding in all practical and theory when I was there. So for anybody that's listening, if you're gonna give it a go, you gotta give your best. Whatever you're gonna do, if you're not gonna give your best, then you shouldn't be doing it at all. So once you give your best, you reach the success later.
Mm. So, but how did the college help you? I mean, was it only studying your beauty therapy from level 2 to level 4, and then that was it?
No, I went to level 6 with it,
Okay.
and obviously I was working in a salon part time before, I think, like from a very young age. And with the college, it teaches you in the practical aspect of it, so you learn from the bottom up.
Mm.
And I think a few years after I graduated, I opened up my own stores. And I didn't open it up, as somebody was saying earlier, about the opportunities that you have. It's not that I came from money or anything like that. I started working in a small little room. So with TVET, it gives you the opportunity to open your own business, and it doesn't need to be something that's in a mall or something like that. Most big companies started in a garage. So if you're studying through TVET, whatever it is, jewelry making or whatever it is, it's something that if you're motivated enough and if you're inspired enough, you can start it on your own and you can gradually build up. I mean, currently now I'm employing 20 people. And with TVET, one of the other things you discussed was like the level to go to university. I actually just graduated now with my LLB in law and majoring in international human rights and environmental law. So TVET was obviously a stepping stone for me. If it wasn't for TVET, I wouldn't have been able to study what I studied now and graduated the way I did now. So it's all stepping stones.
DM, if I may come in there as well,
Yes, please.
Yeah.
with your permission,
Yes, please.
just to support what Sue is saying. I'm en route from the Free State. I just visited Moteo College. And what Sue is saying is something we were discussing. We were together with services sitter there, and we were talking about this thing, particularly around hairdressing, and saying how many opportunities that our young people can create for other people. If you go to any of our taxi ranks, DM, you'll see that we've got so many people that are doing their hair under the trees. And I was saying, if we could have, even your proper containers, which the colleges could actually use as incubators for our young people to do their practicals in that setup that will be done under those mobile containers. And I was saying that industry at the moment is being occupied by mainly foreign people. Not that we are against that, but I'm saying even those foreign people can be employed by our own students because they will now be having this formal setup that they can then do this. So in actual fact, it could be a booster in the economy of the region or of that particular area where the TVET College is operating. So she's now owning about more than two salons already, and she's creating employment for other young people as well. But what I would probably emphasize to Sue is that she must just make sure that those people that are placed in her salon are also TVET graduates, so that she can create workplaces for her fellow students as well. Thanks.
Oh, on
Good.
that topic,
Yeah.
I actually want to thank TVET because over the years, I mean, I got my business 21 years now, and over the years, TVET actually provided scholarships to quite a few of my employees, so allowing them to attain the success that they have in life. So thank you for that.
Okay, good. Shamila, you're a plumber.
Yes,
Shamila?
hello. Hello.
Yes, Shamila.
How are you doing?
I'm good, and how are you?
I'm fantastic. Thank you for
You're
having me.
fantastic. Yeah.
Yes.
So you're a plumber. You already graduated.
No, I'm currently in my last year, a few months away, 4 months,
Okay.
and then I'll be a qualified artisan.
You'd be a qualified artisan. So you'll be writing your trade test in a few months.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, but tell us about that. So the progression towards ultimately becoming a plumber. So you just walked into the College of Cape Town and said, "I want to be a plumber," and then what did they make you do?
Okay, so I have a bit of a story. I was in administration and I did sewing. And then I just decided that this is not me. I'm not being happy. I like taking on new challenges every day and doing new stuff and learning new things. And I love helping people. And then I went to a workshop in my area in Bishop Lavers. I then attended the workshops and they asked for people that's interested in studying. And at the current moment, I was in between plumbing and boiler making. So I gave my name to them, and from there I received a call from College of Cape Town, Thornton campus.
Mm,
I've done a fixing of leak program, and 2 months after that, if I'm not mistaken, I was selected to be part of an apprenticeship at College of Cape Town. And
mm,
to be honest, my experience so far has been amazing. Every day I'm learning new things. Every day I can help people, I can solve problems, because plumbing is about solving problems and thinking outside the box a little. And the experience has been fantastic. What I've been learning at College of Cape Town, I don't know how I'll be able to repay them. Every day I'm learning new things, and the new technology, especially with the new technology coming in. And plumbing,
Okay.
it's not just about installations and
Yeah.
just doing it. It's way more to that.
Yeah. So how long did this take you?
3 years. Plumbing is the practical part of plumbing. It's 2 years, but we're doing the
Okay.
theory part with it and learning more about the plumbing history, and the essence to the plumbing, the regulations that each plumber have to follow. That's part of the
Yeah.
theory, and we're getting more a little background about all the type of materials that you use that needs to be SAPS approved. So that's all what the
Mm.
theory part is about, and that's 1 year, and the practical it's 2 years. So altogether,
And,
it's a 3 year program.
and I hear plumbers and more than ministers.
Oh, well, I'm not sure. Hey, to me, I didn't really look at the amount of money I will be getting. I'm just looking at seeing my clients and the people happy, seeing a smile on someone's face when they can hear the sound of water coming through a tap.
Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. So, all the best with your trade test. And all the students that we've had here, we still have one or two more of the students that I'm going to talk to, Mpo and all of those who have joined us. But I want to go back to Dr. Cele, who I want him to briefly talk to us about the findings on innovation that's taking place in the TVET colleges. And immediately after him, we'll start asking you who've joined us in this space to request to speak if you want to speak, if you have a question, if you have a comment, whatever you want to say. So we're going to start having all of you who are part of this space to share your piece. But for now, Dr. Tele, innovation in the TVET colleges.
Thank you very much, DM and colleagues. My apologies. The technology let me down.
Yeah.
DM, yes, we wanted to understand the state of innovation in the TVET colleges. When we started our project. But then we soon realized the challenges that we're experiencing, ranging from how innovation was being understood and defined by stakeholders in the sector to whether we do have the indicators that can be used to generate information that will give us a picture on about the state of innovation in the TVET. So as a consequence, we ended up producing an exploratory study, which was important because it helps us to arrive at a common definition based on the views that we generated from stakeholders. But essentially, what we would like to, how we understand innovation in TVET, it relates to a substantial change that must be observed in the way TVET colleges implement a range of interventions so that they become more relevant towards issues of inclusivity, sustainability transitions, as well as economic growth. Now, some of the challenges that were identified by stakeholders, whether college principals or business and so forth, relate in the main to resource constraints that featured prominently. Issues around curriculum change featured prominently. You have discussed previously the issue of articulation. It was cited again amongst the issues, and the whole question of innovation culture that needs to be promoted so that you have more or a better appreciation of the role that innovation can play. So what we also found, DM, is that when you look at the entire ecosystem of science, technology, and innovation, TVET colleges, they are not yet seen as a strategic actor. However, we need to be working towards changing that situation so that TVET, they become part of the ecosystem. In fact, at the main center of the SCI ecosystem. Now, there are, and then of course, just to summarize why we need to do that, COVID itself is giving us some lessons about in the future the need, or they putting pressure on the need perhaps to automate, to embrace technological advances that those who have espoused 4IR have always been talking about, whether it's artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, 3D printing. So vocational training and part of what TVET could do could play a huge role in terms of securing jobs in the future, which are likely to be displaced as a consequence of automation. So the next phase of the study, because we now have about 25 indicators that were recommended, we're now going to go back to the sector and begin to collect information using those 25 indicators. And then next year, we should then be able to give stakeholders a complete picture of the level at which innovation is in respect of colleges. So in summary, that's what we wanted to do and what we are intending to do. Thank you, dear.
Okay, and I think would really like to hear more from your second phase of the project, because this is quite exciting findings, which will help in contributing towards the development of the sector. But something even more exciting is we have Malik. Malik is one of the TVET College graduates. He was apparently in the finalists in the top 40 artist and artwork exhibitions in 2021 at the Rusten Frede Portrait Competition. Mr. Malik, you are art par excellence from our TVET colleges. How are you doing? Okay. Malik?
Doing good, and you and you?
Yes, we can hear you now, Malik. Yes. Shoot.
So I studied art and design at the College of Cape Town, at the city res, at a city campus. Yeah, in my last semester, me up for a art competition, which is a national art competition in South Africa. And the out of all of the
Okay, I think Malik has got some challenges with his network, but yeah, if wherever you are, if you want to talk to us, just request to speak. But I want to speak to Mpo. He also seems to be. We seem to be getting him in and out of the space. Mpo, how's it?
Good day. Good day, DM.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, God. It's just that on my side I have difficulties of connectivity.
Get data.
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I'm doing well at DM.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. So you studied at Motel.
Yes, I did start at Motewo at a young age of 18, which is in years of 2016.
Okay.
Whereby I've started electrical engineering from N1 to N6. And then I did graduated at Motewa TVET College, which is the college that strives of excellency, which is committed to academic greatness in the delivering quality education for all. Whereby I got a different honors credentials, which is best performer, best candidate, academic achievement, and principal and chancellor award.
Every award that's available went to you.
Yes, with the average of 95%
Yeah.
above to all modules.
Yeah. Good. So what are you doing
And
now, Paul?
again, okay,
So what's no? What are you doing now?
or what I'm doing
Mm.
now. Oh, currently I'm pursuing the program of assisting lectures, tutoring, and mentorship at the Tabanchu Mutao TVET College campus, for which I assured and proved myself that I'll keep the same integrity with constant principles to be committed to the vision and mission of the college, based on my strength, abilities, and passionate, of which I play a major role to produce and ensure positive results and outcomes are being in order produced. Whereby, like instead, last trimester, there were students studying electrical engineering, those who were doing mathematics and engineering science. There were 40 students, but I can say to you, 70% of those students got
Mm.
distinctions from their final examination
Mm.
results. To that, DM, I still maintain this standard of results, creating the future through academic excellency. Because of, I can say to you, the report analysis and evaluation did confirm that I'm doing well in this program and on the TVET college sector. Furthermore, the TVET college sector improved myself, of which they took me to China to study at China for architectural engineering for the program of 12 months program, whereby there at China, I was a student representative on behalf of South African international students. Listen to this, DA. In China again, I did got 12 distinctions out of my 14
Mm.
modules, whereby again I did receive and awarded honorary credential from the embassy and the executive of Chongqing Vocational Institute of
Yeah.
Engineering.
You
Then
deserve
to
to
that,
brag about this.
yes, yes, DM. I did brag about it because of, I can say to me, TVET College, it offers a great opportunity to gain the specific skills that are in high demand in in our economy, of which we as students seems to particularly enjoy the practical theory aspects of the courses.
Mm.
I did God.
God.
Hmm.
More God most.
And then to that, DM,
Yeah. But you are
and
the
to that,
goat.
DM,
But you are the goat, the
that
greatest of
DM,
all time.
oh, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Basile
And to that, DM, I
bakuthi
can
ntho
say,
tse se ga se tse botswa mona.
Uh, oh, but yes, God has been immensely kindness to me.
Yeah.
Why I'm saying that is because of during the year of 2018, I was studying at Central University of Technology, whereby there I did graduated for building construction qualification. To that, I did came out with cum laude, more than 6 distinctions to all my modules.
Mm.
DM, this is my true
So
story.
they
A
at
real
CUT
of
you
God
were
story.
accredited from your qualification at Motel College.
Yes, after studying at Motawa TVET College, I
Yes.
did went to Central Institute of Technology
Yeah.
to study a construction
Good.
qualification.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So Tsepang Mufukeng, talk to us. What's up? Tsepang. Okay, Tsepang seems to be uh busy with something else. But we also have Nina Sidumedi.
Deputy
Good.
Minister Dumela. Hello.
Yeah, we'll come back to you now, Tsepang. We have now Nina Sidumedi on. Nina?
Thank you.
I thank you. Thank you. My name is Nina Sidumeri. I'm a fashion designer. I studied at UJ long time ago, and it was a very tough journey to be a fashion designer, and the I felt the university doesn't teach you the ropes to run quickly, but I had to do it. I've been in this industry for 20 years now, and I employ a lot of FET college students and university students that I have been in the fashion space. My experience with the FETU ones, they are very driven, they are very interested, they are committed to coming to work rather than the university ones. Not comparing the level of education, but how they come across as TVET students. I don't know whether it's the pressure that they get, that they look down on them, then they get more interested in the job space. So what I would like to suggest to the principals, if they can suggest the ones who are in the creative space to volunteer a lot in companies that are allowing them to be part of the companies. It will also help them to be ahead in the creative space, because the creative space is a very difficult one. So yeah, that is my input.
Okay, good, good. So you running how many people are
Mhm.
you having in your employ? And you said most, if not all of them, are from are TVET college graduates.
Yes. I employ right now. I have two interns which they study in PR. I use them mostly for we need each other. I need them to get experience. I need to give somebody an opportunity to excel in their industry. So whether you are a fashion
Okay,
designer, I would take you. If I have a big project, I would ask you to do sketches,
good,
and yes, so that's how I generate them in the system. And now I even offer training for them who are out of university or out of TVET colleges. They have
good,
the skill, but they don't know how to use the skill. So I take them in and I train them on how to look for markets, how to produce a range to present to a buyer,
mm,
and how to cost, how to source material, how to, like, it's a lot of things that happens in the real world rather
good,
than what happens in the college. So
good,
I think even if they can also partner with people who are willing, like myself, if I'm willing to come to the system and say this is how the real world works rather
good.
than, yes. So yeah, that is my input.
Okay, Tsepang Mufukeng
Dumela Deputy Minister.
Aribwendat.
My name is Mokone Mufokeng. I'm using Tepang information due to the fact that I failed to register on the Twitter, so time was not on my side. So I'm using that one of my
Okay,
daughter.
all right.
My name is Mokone Mufokeng. I'm staying in Putadichaba, East Kwakwa, the rural area, as you know, Deputy Minister. I'm running a company by the name of Monosaurus Electrical. I started Maluti TVET. It was Itemuhelem by then, 1994.
Yes,
Hello.
Tsepang.
Yeah, okay. All right.
No, speak.
All
Yeah.
right. Okay. So it was called Itemuhelem Technical College by then, but today we call it TVET colleges. So 1994, after completing matric, I think it was the last semester, trimester, August. I registered at Itemuhelem Technical College N1 and the N2. After completing the N2, I said, you know what? I cannot carry on, doing the ends without any practical. I've decided to go to Kwetlisong Manpower to do the course. It was offering a three months courses for practical. I went there to do the basic electricity. After completing that 3 months course, then I went back again to Itemuheleng so that I can just, carry on with my studies to do N3, N4, N5. But the nice thing is, while I was doing N3, N4, N5, I was doing the house wiring, repairing the kettles, the stoves, the heaters, the two plates on the side. So meaning that the money that I was using, to my fees, it was coming straight, from my hands, because I was doing, the practical that I did at Kokiso helped me a lot, so that I can do some of the job while I was studying. So there is one thing that I think you will love, Deputy Minister, if I can tell you about, is that I didn't even complete my N6. I've got 2 outstanding subjects, for N6. But talking to you right now, I am employing 29 people that are working for my company. Yes. I trained 22 graduate students from the very same technical college in Putadichaba. All of them, they are now artisans. So right now, as I'm talking to you, I'm doing electrical job in any municipality in South Africa with a team of 29 people that are working for me.
Good. That's good. I think
So
we really need all of these were in graduates from the TVET college system are the ones who are reinvesting into the system by recruiting TVET college graduates, giving them workplace experience, helping them get their diplomas, helping them getting to become artisans as you're doing, and that's quite commendable. And and all the best for your business, and let's hope you'll also have some more of the graduates also doing the same as you do, so that artisans can multiply, so that apprentices can multiply, and we have more and more students who are getting employability and who are running their businesses. And thank you so much for sharing with us. We also have Ms. Z
thank you, Deputy
Azania.
Minister.
Thank you so much. Ms. Z, what's up?
Good day, DM and all the delegates that are active on the space. Yes, my name is Zimkita Mhlanga, and I am a former student at the College of Cape Town. I did my art and design, and I also graduated. When I was this past term now, which is, but unfortunately, the unfortunate part is that we couldn't be there physically, which we would have actually loved due to what is currently the dire situation within the entire world. So with me, DM, it's quite overwhelming to hear such wonderful stories and successes coming from our fellow students from the TVET colleges. I mean, there is a bit of I would say, a heavy stigma within the TVET colleges that you basically, once you get enrolled to one, it's due to a fact that you did not do well at high school, you're slow learner and all that. However, this is actually proving that that is not the case, because we're now learning a lot of stories, successful stories. Well, with me, it was quite a different scenario when joining the TVET college, because I was actually coming from, I would say, a corporate world, and things didn't go well. I was actually forced by my situation to stay at home. Then I decided, no, while I'm at home, what is it that I'm doing to basically generate an income, since I'm basically used on having a check at the end of the month. So now I decided, I had a chance to go to any university, which my first choice was basically having to go and do an environmental health course. But I was like, okay, now because I feel I would need to go ahead and generate an income. So what is it that can actually be relevant now? And that's when I went for graphic designing, which is art and design, which also assisted me because um, currently now I am doing something that I've never thought I would be doing. And just as yesterday, I have signed up a contract with one of the international companies here in Cape Town, which there's a very, very big chance that in the next 3 months, I would also be moving down to Australia. And since they have actually seen my qualifications, they were so pleased. And um, I mean, it's quite an opportunity for a lot of people due to the fact that it's not only the theory that we're given, but the practicality of what you are interested on. So I would really love to dwell on that. As I mentioned, now this is basically going to be my first day at work, but I had to go ahead and request for this time. So um, as I mentioned, good luck to everyone, and I'm very much pleased and overwhelmed on
Okay.
having to learn such from all these
Okay.
fellow
Thank.
students from Tibet.
Yeah. Thank you so much for logging in and joining in on the conversation. And we wish you all the best. And with everybody else who's come in and shared their story. And I think we I mean, I can see that there's just a lot of appetite of TVET college graduates wanting to say, look, I went to a TVET college, I'm a graduate of a TVET college, I'm running my own business, I'm in employment, I got workplace exposure at a very early stage of my academic career. I've got the support from my college through the incubation centers that they're running there and the business support, entrepreneurial. And I think Tembi Tsibuko put it quite succinctly when she said that from when you get into a TVET college, it's about academic progression or articulation, which means you have an opportunity to go and study at a university upon completion, or you can open your own enterprise, or you can get employment. And I think these kind of discussions are what we really are going to be looking at having, where we have artisans, we have N6 graduates. Unfortunately, graduations these days are not where we can dress up and walk across the stage because of what's happening, but that TVET colleges presents those opportunities. Now I'm going to give just a few of those who joined us, but starting with our DDG for TVET, Mr. Zungu, just to give us some few words of wrapping up, and then we'll pick on one of the principals, one of the students, and then I'd hoped that someone from NSFAS would join us, but I see Kagiso is here, and I'll probably ask him just to say one or two things about the NSFAS bursaries for TVET college students, and then we'll wrap it up. But let me start with our DDG, Mr. Zungu.
Thanks, DM, once more. I think I am getting some goosebumps as I'm listening to some of our graduates, telling the good stories about colleges. I think that is one area that we probably need to change as a country or as a nation. Some people still believe that TVET is still regarded as Cinderella of the system, and I think this is a glitch that must be abandoned in the public discourse, because I think over the years we have really moved forward as a TVET sector. And again, at DM, one thing which I did not touch on is around the quality of curriculum and how often it's been updated. That the department has committed to updating at least 10 new subjects annually going forward as part of being responsive and remaining relevant to the needs of the country. And that over the last 2 years, 38 subjects were updated and have been implemented in phases since January 2021. And I think DM, some of the things we're talking about issues of robotics and innovation, and we also welcome the study that Undosi presented earlier on with Dr. Trele. Us being part of the Department of Higher Education, Science and Innovation, I think it put us as TVETs in an opportune, a space because, one of our shortcomings as TVETs, unlike universities, is that we didn't have dedicated research and innovation units. But us having appointed again, deputy principals innovation is going to assist us in improving and making sure that TVET become more exciting for our young people as they are always, in the space of innovation. So I think from our side, DM, we appreciate the opportunity as the TVET branch. And we also applaud you for creating this space because we've been wanting to say things that good things that are happening in the space, and you've done that in your office, and we really appreciate this opportunity, and we hope we'll continue to engage. Thank you very much,
Yeah,
dear.
we'll have some more with you, DDG, and probably with one or two other people, because I think there's a lot of things that are happening in the TVET space which would require more of a conversation, and this, being a platform where we opened up for everyone to say, look, this is my attitude, this is my perception about TVET colleges, and I'm quite excited to see that things are